Hello, Colin Hung here for Healthcare IT Today, and I am here at RSNA24 in Chicago, Illinois. It has been a very eventful day 3 here at the conference, and I spent the entire day in the exhibit hall, and I couldn't be happier. It is always amazing to me to see all the innovations on display here at RSNA. And I just love connecting with all the smart people, talking about their solutions, and talking about all the different technologies that they're bringing to bear in this one sector of healthcare. I can't wait to share with you a couple of things that I saw from the exhibit hall today. Now this morning, I had the chance to do a walkthrough of 2 companies that are making mobile imaging solutions. The first company is called TCS Trailers, and here is my quick walkthrough of their solution. All right, now what you're about to see is I'm going to take a quick tour of this amazing new trailer from TDC Trailers. It's 10 foot wide, which allows them a little extra space for those imaging units and for the patients and the rad tech to operate in. Let's go inside. I'm just climbing the stairs quickly here. Hopefully I don't trip. On the right-hand side here at the top, you can see the area where the patients can get changed. Also over here is where the radiology technician, the rad tech, can operate the actual device. And of course, the pièce de résistance is the actual imaging unit itself. This one happens to be from Siemens. You can see that everything is nice and compact. It's very efficient in terms of its use of space, brightly lit, and I can totally see how this could really solve some issues if you're tight for space or if you need just that extra imaging capability. Now, there was another company here called Akumin, and they have taken a completely different approach to mobile imaging. I can't wait to show you my quick walkthrough of their solution.
Hey Colin, now we're in. Right, this is the PET CT machine. This is the latest PET CT from Siemens Healthcare. And as you can see, this is a traditional size room and much larger than the mobile solutions. So as a patient, as you come in, right away you get this feeling that you're in a hospital, right? You're in a medical center having a procedure instead of on a truck or a trailer. And you may not pick it up in here, but you don't hear the loud noise like you would on a mobile truck. It's a normal, air-conditioned unit, and I think patients, as they walk in, their anxiety will come down and they'll have a much better experience. As we come out of the scan room, here you can see this large center area that's surrounded by 4 different rooms. You can see here this kind of temporary coloring here. You can see this is for the expansion or the expandable part of our unit. So as we send this expandable and relocatable building down the road, it ships this size. And then once we drop it and lower it with our proprietary patented technology, then we expand out and it gives us this extra space. So in a PET CT case, we have a hot lab, which is necessary. If we were to add a bathroom, we would plumb this to the hospital for a bathroom as well. And then as we think about really helping patients have the best experience, they have their injection and then they rest in a uptake room, and here we have 3 uptake rooms.
Jitesh Ghai is the new CEO of Hyland. He hopped on camera with me to talk about some of the announcements that the company has been making here at RSNA24, and I wanted to ask him the direction he is taking the company as their new CEO. Here's a short clip of our conversation.
We're really in the business of making unstructured data consumable. In the case of healthcare, by clinicians, by patients, by administrators, and really what we're announcing and launching here at RSNA is an enterprise imaging SaaS solution powered by Hyland's data platform. And with it, not only are we unifying medical images from fragmented devices across a provider's various departments and practices, we're also enabling secure sharing of those images between clinicians, between patients, to enable providers to be more data-driven. Really exciting. announcements enabling greater insights for caregivers as well as for patients, unifying data about the patient and data of the patient for greater healthcare outcomes.
Now, full disclosure, it turns out that Jitesh and I are both engineering graduates from the same alma mater, the University of Waterloo. So we have actually that in common. And I was totally unexpected to run into a fellow engineer from Canada down here at RSNA. Now, AI is everywhere here at RSNA24. You can't walk 10 feet without running into a company or a banner with AI splashed all over it. It's actually been pretty challenging to find a company doing something real with AI. Now, yesterday I did find one such company, Cure AI. Hopefully you saw that little snippet of the conversation I had over there. And today I found RapidAI. Amit Phadnis. He's the Chief Innovation and Technology Officer at RapidAI. He spoke to me about their deep clinical AI. Here's a short clip of our conversation.
RapidAI is a company which basically, helps clinicians, especially in the acute care settings. We have a solution in stroke. We actually pioneered the solution in stroke and changed the entire care pathway. But then we have sort of branched off to other multiple disease states, right? Both acute as well as non-acute. We basically do what is called deep clinical AI, which means that we do a lot more than what is typically called a triage and notification, which is just suspected something. We go way beyond that, right? We basically localize the disease, we quantify, we characterize the disease, and very importantly, we also do advanced visualization. And you can sort of see in the background, some of the things that we produce, so that the clinician can actually visualize, what really is going on with the patient and give them deep insights. And we do that predominantly through AI, but we also have a full workflow solution on the mobile. We can actually interface with different other, IT systems that the hospital has.
LG is one of those companies which, when I say the name, you know exactly who I'm talking about. They are ubiquitous when it comes to consumer electronics, whether it's, fridges, monitors, they're just everywhere. But what I didn't realize is they have a robust and extensive solution offering for radiology and for healthcare in general. I dropped into their booth and I got a chance to speak with Salamon, who gave me an overview of LG's work in healthcare.
So everybody, as you said, right, looks at us as consumer items, right? But we're trying to show everybody that LG is a lot more than that. I mean, when you come into healthcare, right, it's not your CTO or CFO that's asking, hey, how can you help us, right? But what we're trying to do is show customers and CIOs, as well as radiology, how we fit within the infrastructure and to help create standards. Because LG is just more than, a beautiful diagnostic display. You'll see in our booth from anywhere from us doing X-ray panels to high-end signage, but it's just, we try to help set standards that allow facilities to not just take care of one small little thing, but to handle a lot of different things in their institution. If you look at future concepts that we're trying to prove or trying to show customers that we're doing, you'll see us not just making that bright display. We are becoming LG, as I like to say, we're part of healthcare. We want to be part of the IT solution as well, because we know that, infrastructures are trying to consolidate, trying to make a standard, and we want to be part of that.
FUJIFILM is doing a lot of work to ensure that radiologists are as effective and efficient as possible. And I stopped by their booth to get an overview of their latest solutions.
Hi, I'm Sara Osberger. I'm the Executive Director of Marketing for FUJIFILM Healthcare. And at RSNA this year, we're excited to show Synapse VX, which is our viewer extension. It's a web-native application, and it's an elective application for our customers that want to really focus on speed and performance and not rely necessarily on browser dependencies, network, and latency. So basically, the VX allows our users to have that same experience if they're reading remotely from home across the country, or if they're located physically in the hospital. We have all of our applications of our enterprise imaging portfolio, is in the cloud. We're cloud native, so we're not just PACS in the cloud, it's the entire portfolio. So what we're highlighting today are some of the new features specifically towards mammography that utilize all of that Web 2 native application technologies from the cloud, reading mammography specifically. As you know, those are very large data sets, and it's a big focus of ours to make sure that the speed and performance in those situations match everything regardless of where you're reading.
This year we are highlighting 12 years of priors, and the radiologists have been able to look at the entire patient's breast history in one view. So as you scroll through, you can see that we're going through 12 years of imaging. So another feature that we're highlighting this year is our implant suppression, which allows the radiologist to see through and around the implant device so that they can see more of the breast tissue.
So for me, what stands out about day 3 here at RSNA is how much focus is being placed on making radiology more efficient. It is clear to me that this sector is really being hit hard by the workforce challenge. I mean, there are so many companies and individuals here that are just focused on making radiology smoother, better for everybody. And I think that's just a recognition of, look, we can't afford to have anybody currently in the industry burn out, and we're not going to attract any new people if we don't do something to make sure that the workload and the burden that they're under is less for future generations. And I think that is going to be a good thing overall. I'm really excited for the final day of RSNA24. Tomorrow I'm going to be gathering up as many comments as I can get and as many impressions as I can get from people on what the key takeaways are and what the key themes are from this year's conference. And I can't wait to share those with you at Healthcare IT Today. I'm also going to be doing a marketing recap of RSNA24, and that will be posted on our sister publication, Sway Health. That's SWAAY.health. I'm looking forward to giving you kind of an impression of some of the incredible marketing tactics that I've seen here in the exhibit hall. This has been Colin Hung at RSNA24 here in Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for watching this, and I'll catch you on the next video.